Today it's the 31st of March. Happy World Backup Day! Today we'll see 5 easy steps to backup your photos and videos, plus a small bonus I have for you at the end. Let's start! Backups, isn't exciting? Buongiorno guys, I'm Enrico from Nest Collective and I work as DOP for microfilm production here in Italy. Before start, let's clarify one thing. Every drive can fail, and if something may happen, it will happen. Losing data is much worse and costly than buying whichever backup system. And the guys of the recovery center are great. I mean, they really are magicians. They manually open the drive and try to restore their function, but they cannot assure you they will bring back your data. The solution we are looking at now are relatively affordable and easily scalable to your personal needs. You can have your own YouTube channel, so you have a lot of footage, or maybe you take many photos with your smartphone and you want a backup, or you are self-employed and you need to be sure your files are in a safe place. The solution is not a bunch of spare hard drives. If you have ever lost data, please write in the comment section down below and tell us how it happens, so someone else can avoid to make the same mistake or can be careful about the same issue. Human error is the main cause to data loss. The vast majority of people works on a laptop, many of which have integrated memory, and a simple spillage of coffee on the keyboard can kill it instantly. While importing the files in your PC, double-check the number of the files and the size of the folder. Overwriting the wrong folder is another way to wipe out all your precious data. Also, the only time you forget to backup is the only time you really need your data back. We can avoid some of these scenarios, but we need the right equipment and also the correct workflow. Throw away your old, worn 16GB card and use a new, bigger one. I personally use 28GB Extreme Pros from SANDISK. Don't use microSD if you can use normal-sized ones. If you make content, video, photo, audio, if possible, record it always in double copy if the device consents it. This will reduce the risk of corruption of one of the memory cards and reduce the risk of human error. If you can't, make a physical copy on your laptop as soon as possible and keep the card of the original in a dedicated card holder. Pro tip: you can keep the old card inside the pocket of your car, so in extreme emergency you can use it as a spare. If the single card isn't enough for your work or you will be away for multiple days, you can use more cards. And remember to label the cards 1A, 1B, so on and so forth. Use a separate card holder for the main cards, A ones, and for the backups, B ones. And don't store the card holders in the same place or luggage. Do not format card allocation and don't trust standalone copy system. It can fail easily due to battery shortage or software error. Obviously, only when you realize that you have already formatted your SD card. And with your computer, use SSDs instead of HDs. SSDs are more efficient, faster, and having no moving parts, are more reliable and shockproof. I personally use Samsung ones. If you're already working out on SSDs, thumbs up!
Oh, hi! I just want to let you know that the links in the description are the affiliate links. If you decide to buy any of these products, there will be no extra charge for you, but I will receive a tiny commission for that.
Don't stress the equipment. Electronics components are very sensible to static electricity, and heat decreases a lot their expected lifetime. Separate your free-time files from your work ones. The more you divide by type, the better. Don't trust the time and date of creation of your files. They can be not synced. You must use a correct naming method for your folder. For example, your month day plus description. It will result in an easier way to list and recover your folder. You can also make a template with the empty folder structure, so you can copy it when you need it. Okay, but where I must store my actual file and folders? The right answer is a NAS. NAS means Network Attached Storage. Nowadays, NAS provides a scalable and relatively cheap way to store your files. while still having a fast way to access it. It's a device with multiple bays, so you can keep filling it up with more disks as you need them. While choosing the right NAS for you, you have to estimate how much space you need per year to avoid filling all bays too soon. With the device you can work on your laptop via LAN, still having all the footage, projects and photos on the NAS. For example, you can access the Lightroom catalog or a Premiere project. Moreover, you can share the projects and the files between multiple users. And it supports both Windows and iOS operating systems. Yes, you can still use an external SSDs, but by having all the footage in the NAS, you are not so dependent by the reliability of the external drive. The best NASs in the market right now are from QNAP. NAS uses RAID to recover the data after a disk failure, rebuilding the data pool when the filed drive is replaced with a new one. And QNAP goes beyond RAID with ZFS in their new QTS Hero operating system. In the description you can find 3 models for different purposes and needs. One 2-bay, one 4-bay and one 8-bay. All 3 versions have 1 GB LAN. They can be accessed also via Wi-Fi through your Wi-Fi access point, or you can connect to it via USB 3.0. All 3 are compatible with the new QTS Hero system. The 2 XTs have also 10 GB Ethernet LAN and Thunderbolt 3. So they are blazing fast. There is a nice video by Max Yuriev who describes the bigger model in depth. I still cannot afford the big one, so QNAP, if you are watching this, maybe remember you can access your file everywhere as long as the NAS is connected to the internet via the QNAP mycloud.com website and the smartphone app QFile. Now you on your laptop have only software and no data at all, but I suggest you to have always a quick way to restore your device. Time Machine is a perfect way to backup your Mac, and also CronoSync it's a good one. For Windows user, the best I've seen for free is Mini Tool Shadow Maker. Besides the storage solution, you need a power solution, an UPS. No, not that type of UPS. UPS means uninterrupted power supply. Essentially, it's a battery system between your devices and the power grid. If the grid power goes down, it will power your monitor and your PC to let you safely shut down the devices. There are 2 main categories for UPSs: standby ones and line interactive ones. The standby ones are cheaper. They let the power flow from the grid to your devices, and if there is any problem, they switch their own internal battery. The line interactive ones always powers your devices via the internal battery, so they are more reliable and usually more expensive. APC is the best brand I can recommend to you, link in the description. So now you are working safely, but I can assure you, a RAID, even ZFS, is not a backup. You need a proper backup, different from the one you are working on. Cloud storage solutions are a great way to have an automatic offsite backup. Google Drive offers 20 GB of free space and it's fast. It's okay if you don't have many large files, and it's free. And you can always sign a G Suite professional account for up 1 TB per user. When copying many terabytes of data, avoid overheating. More on that in a future video. The best solution is to have a second NAS in a separate building, interfacing and updating constantly with the first one via internet. The QNAP service that allows this is called QSync. More on that here. So let's sum it up. You need 2 copies of your data in 2 different places, one in RAID if possible, and you need to work only on one of those. Last but not least, I have a present for you. Here is a simple software I've written to create an index text file representing the tree structure of your external hard drive. So you can keep the whole structure in a handful of kilobytes. And also you can use the text find tool to search for what you need. This is especially helpful if you have many backup drives. I explain how it works in this video. If you have suggestions to share, feel free to write it in the comment section below. Thank you for your time. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you did, please like and share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you subscribe, hitting the bell, you will be notified when I make more helpful videos. Arrivederci guys, see you next time!